What's up, guys? My name is Ty, and today we're going to be reacting to a Kari Lake and Tim Miller interview. Um, Kari Lake, for the people who don't know, Kari Lake was a running candidate for the Arizona election. She recently lost to Katie Hobbs. In my opinion, they cheated in that election for the people who actually followed that. And Tim Miller is basically a left-leaning media outlet source, and in my opinion, they are the Circus. The name fits the bill. But what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna get right into this video. This is gonna be one of my longer videos, guys. So just to prepare you guys, it's gonna be a longer video than what I normally post or whatever. I try to keep them short, but this was a pretty good interview, in my opinion. I mean, she trolled him basically the whole way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video and I'm going to react as this video play. Try not to make it too long. But let's just rock and roll.
Hello, we meet again.
We meet again.
How are you?
We got cut short last time. Why was that?
I think
were
there were
mad
so
about
many.
something
No, I
last
wasn't mad.
No?
No.
I thought you walked off. I thought you
No,
weren't happy.
I had places to be. We were at
That's true.
CPAC.
We
not,
were at CPAC.
Not Liberal PAC. We were at CPAC,
We were
which
at
is about
CPAC.
saving America.
Okay.
Not liberal
how
pack,
are you?
CPAC.
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good.
I'm happy to be here.
Are you better off right now than you were 4 years ago financially?
So much.
You are.
So much, yeah. How about
Showtime.
you?
Did Showtime
I
give
guess
you?
you quit your job, so probably
Did
not.
Showtime give you a $1,300 a month raise?
No.
Because that's what it takes right now to survive in Joe Biden's
I'm a grinder. I
economy.
have a lot of jobs. You're going to see the former president tomorrow, right?
Yes,
Donald
I
Trump.
am.
You're going to go speak at the rally?
I'm going to be there, and we're having a spin room,
Yeah.
and I'm going to be speaking to the media. So
Okay,
I'm going to
got
talk
it.
about, as a mom who is really worried about my children's future, I'm going to talk about how we can make this better, because we are on cruise control heading off a cliff right now. And I think I'm not alone in worrying about my children's future. And so I'm going to go talk to the media about how we can turn this around, and I'm looking forward to getting us back on track when it comes to a secure border.
And basically what she was talking about, she talking about the economy. Like it's hard for people to actually get by in this Joe Biden economy. I see countless tweets and people actually making videos about working, how they complaining about working 2 and 3 jobs to get by, and they still don't have enough money to pay their bills. And ever since he got in office, man, you've been seeing people. Personally, I've been seeing people get their cars repoed. I've been seeing so many people get kicked out of their homes, apartments. It don't matter, bro. People are struggling in this economy. But anyway, let's continue.
An economy that we're not struggling to get by in. Actually, a policy when it comes to foreign policy and national security that makes sense for Americans and keeps us safe.
Yes, you're contrasting with Biden. What about the other Republicans? The primary is over as far as you're concerned? What do you think about the rest
You know
of them?
what? You've seen, you're political. You've seen the polling. What do you think?
Seems like it's over to me, but what about, why not you? And you could have been for DeSantis, you could have been for Nikki Haley. Like, what's your assessment? Nobody's voted yet.
We already have a man who's done the job and done it well. We have a man who, when President Trump was in office, everybody, me, you, doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter whether you're a Democrat, Independent, or Republican, was doing better. Financially, we were safer, our streets were safer. We've got a situation right now where people are, they're afraid to walk across the grocery store parking lot, and then they get in the grocery store, and they're afraid when they get the bottom line, and they go, wait a minute, I can't even afford my groceries anymore. Maybe.
Fact. People cannot afford groceries, man. Ever since Joe Biden became president, gas prices went up, food went up, electric bills, some of the main things that you actually need to survive, main sources, but the things that we need, we ain't even talking about the essentials, like stuff like, just whether you want to go to, theme parks and stuff like that. We talking about stuff that you really need to survive in this economy, man. It's almost like they trying to starve everybody out into submission. They tried the fear tactic in COVID, get everybody to take the vaccine. We already know what they in my opinion, I know what they was trying to do. It's more like population control. But anyway, let's continue.
You're making great money.
I don't know. I don't
If
think
you're
any of
ma-
that.
Hey,
I
listen,
don't think any of that is happening. But that's
you-
not really besides the point.
If you are making great money and you can afford gas and groceries, I applaud you. Good for you.
I do think
but
it's-
you know what? Americans are struggling right now. Tim, they're really, really struggling.
Okay. But I don't think Donald Trump really cares about any of that. All he talks about, you're talking about that. That's something that all he is talking about is retribution against Jack Smith and how Letitia James is racist. And
being so
relocating the 2020
disingenuous.
election. He's not talking about regular people's concerns.
He's talking about a lot of people's concerns. Unfortunately, you may not be listening to it. Have you?
I read his Truth Social feed, and
Okay.
it's just like racist
Well,
Letitia James and
have you-
Ron
have you-
DeSantis
have
is
you
falling
listened-
like a bird, and he's just sanctimonious.
Have
and-
you listened to any of his speeches at any of his
Yeah, I
rallies?
listen to him. Yeah, he
He's
weaves it
talking.
in.
For me, I'm really concerned about my
I
children.
don't agree with that.
I'm in this. I have a 19-year-old and 20-year-old. I don't think they're going to have a better life than I was able to have. And I had to struggle. coming.
This is very different than when we last talked. Why did you change your tune so much?
I haven't changed my tune at all.
Well, yeah, I mean, you were talking a lot about election fraud, and you were talking a lot
And,
about
I'm still concerned about that, Tim.
when I first saw you
I'm
in
still-
Bannon, and
I'm still concerned
right
about that.
before your election.
Are
that
you
was one
not?
of your speech,
Are you
and
not concerned?
Vaccine
Are you not?
conspiracies and
Are-
election fraud.
Really?
That's
are
what
you?
you were talking
Are
about
you?
last time.
And I'm still talking about it.
Yeah.
Are you not concerned when people have to wait in line for 4 hours to vote? When 60% of the polling locations have equipment that doesn't work? I wouldn't want that for liberals and Democrats. I don't want it for Republicans. Vaccines, I feel that people should be able to make that choice on their own, and their employer should have nothing to do with it.
Do you think that maybe had you been focused? This is, I guess, my question, right? So
Tim,
Trump
Tim,
loses in 2020.
Tim,
You lose
I was
in
focused on
2022.
this.
And yet both of you have cleared the field. Like, what does it say about the Republican Party? Is it just that like really all that
The
the party
Republican-
cares about now is who is going to be loyal to Trump fealty, right? Like like that's what matters, right? Like you've cleared the field. No one's even challenging it.
I care about our country. I care about my children's future.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about the future of our country. And I think a lot of Americans are. Independents, even Democrats are saying, wait a minute, this is not what we signed up for. They might have voted for Joe Biden, but they're now looking at it and going, whoa, I voted for him and my life has gotten
I get that,
worse.
but do you think it's interesting, right? Like, Arizona had elected a lot of Republicans. Doug Ducey was governor, John McCain, Jeff Flake, like all those people won in Arizona. You lost. You would think that the party might want to go back to that and like try that again, but that's not what's happening, right? It's all
Republic-
MAGA, it's ultra MAGA. They want Trump, they want you.
The Republican Party is no longer the party of warmongers. The Republican Party does not want to be the party that starts endless wars. The Republican Party is the party of an economy that works for all people, whether they are middle class, upper class, professionals, billionaires, or people who are just experiencing the American dream. That's what the Republican Party is right now. The Republican Party is about energy independence so that we're not stuck at the teat of the Middle East telling us, hey, we're going to shut off the spigots and you're not going to be able to afford gas.
So it's not
That's
the party
what
of warmongers, so who are you talking about? It's not the party of McCain, Bush, Haley, it's not the party of
Cheney. Let's give
not
that.
the party of Cheney.
Let's throw that out.
Well, clearly,
Yeah.
she got crushed.
Yeah.
Do you still have the full support? Do you still fully support Steve Bannon given all the things that you sent to us?
What was that?
You still?
And are you?
Does Steve Bannon
He's
still
interrupted
have
the interview.
I'm on the. I'm
I'm
on
sorry,
the show.
what's
I'm
your
John
name?
Heilman. Hey, good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
We just had this interview with Steve Bannon. He said all kinds of stuff. You probably haven't gotten the word yet. Does he still have your full support?
I think so. Steve, are you with me?
1,000%.
1,000%. Wait a minute.
That's one of my favorite
he
questions
did-
on a
he
road
did-
line to a politician.
He did tell us that you were on the VP shortlist, though. Do you feel like you're on the VP shortlist?
You know what?
for Trump?
This is Steve.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out the point in that. What they was trying to do, like, turn Steve Bannon and Kari Lake against each other? Or... I mean, I feel like he was trying to troll, in my opinion.
Pardon me, but Steve and both of you, this is a creation of the media. I will tell you this. I'm a fed up mom.
They
okay?
are the
And there's
circus, bro.
tens of millions of moms just like me. I'm not worried about who Trump picks for a VP. He's going to pick someone great. Frankly, if there's
Like
any
Pence?
president who doesn't need a VP, it's him. But let me tell you
It's
this.
like a
I
dictator
agree.
kind
will
of situation where you would
I
need
will
a VP.
tell you, yeah, that's really funny. This is called the circus, right? We got Bozo and Bozo's friend. But let me tell you, Trump doesn't, I don't care who Trump picks as his VP.
I mean, she literally destroyed them, man. That was funny. Bozo and Bozo's friend. I mean, come on, man. They are clowns. I gotta agree.
What I care about is that the people in Arizona have a secure border, that we don't have fentanyl pouring across our country. Have you ever talked to a mother?
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to a mother who's lost a son or daughter to fentanyl poisoning? You wouldn't be acting cocky like this, okay? And you wouldn't either. Have you ever talked to?
Wait, listen,
No.
don't. I haven't had a substantive engagement with you about anything. So
He
don't
didn't
get
like
me-
that.
We've
That's
had
why
an
he's
interview
trying to
before.
push
I
back.
made a joke about Steve Bannon. That's all I've done in this interview.
We've
So
talked
don't give me
before.
some fentanyl thing about you're trying to make me feel bad.
It is a fentanyl thing to you, but when
it
you've
is-
lost
it
a
is
child,
it is you using something to try to make
He
me
made a
feel bad.
joke.
Like,
She made a
I'm
joke
gonna
back,
take
and
this
he in
seriously.
his feelings
We haven't
about
been
it.
doing an interview. I came in here just to
I
make a
did an
little
interview
Steve
with
joke.
you, I
That's all-
believe.
that's
I
all-
believe we did an interview once before at an event we
I
held
don't
in
believe-
Scottsdale.
I don't believe that's true.
We do, and I'm happy to pull that for you.
let's go-
I
let's go-
remember.
let's go
I
take
remember
a
your
look.
look, and I remember that we did an interview.
You said in the primary that you won because we outvoted.
What's your name, real
I'm
quick?
John Howman.
And which organization?
We're with the Circus from Showtime.
Okay.
I believe.
But let me.
I mean, you see how much of a clown these guys are, man. You know, he tried to deny that, and that was a quick fact check. You know, these guys just, you know, these leftists, man, you know, they get upset, you know, when you present facts to them, or they try to act like that they don't know what you're talking about. But that's my point. Quick fact check, and he tried to deny that. That's crazy.
I believe
guys-
I asked a question of you about voting machines in your race, but I just want to ask you this.
So we
question.
did do an
I wanna
interview.
ask
Are you admitting we did an interview?
I was in a gaggle. It's not really. An
And he
interview.
just
I'm
admitted
standing
it,
with 20 other
saying that they
reporters
never
and they
did
all have
one.
questions. It's not an interview.
That's
But
crazy.
Okay.
Let's focus on that. Let's ask you a substantive question about something Steve said
Okay.
in our interview. He said that anybody in the Republican Party who doesn't believe, he said that anybody in the Republican Party who doesn't believe that Donald Trump won the election in 2020 is no longer welcome in the party and in the movement. Is that your position?
Do you believe Joe Biden won 81 million votes?
You're not answering my question.
I'm asking you.
I'm asking
No,
you. You're not answering my
In
question.
my opinion, no.
Do you think that anybody in the Republican Party?
Don't lie.
Yeah.
Not in Republic. I said to elected office. You can be part of the movement. and can
Thank
be
you.
part of
I
the-
think you
We've
said-
got a
I think
fact
you actually
checker
said-
over there.
I think, Steve, you actually said anybody who's welcome in the
That's
MAGA
twice
movement
he's been
who doesn't
fact checked.
believe Donald
You know what?
Twice.
Listen. Is
I
it
just-
John, Jay, or John?
It's John. And
John.
I just would like to know whether you believe,
John?
whether you think that's the case or not.
I like people who have a grip on reality, and anybody with a grip. Do you know that Joe Biden ran for president
gonna
like a
answer my-
million
you're not
times?
gonna answer the question,
Yeah,
are you?
no. Anybody?
Do you think-
no.
do you agree with
Yes,
Steve
I
Bannon?
agree with Steve Bannon. Anyone who thinks Joe Biden won 81 million votes does not have a
That's not
grip
what I
on
asked.
reality.
That's not what I asked. What I asked was, do you believe that anyone who says who doesn't say that Donald Trump won the election in 2020? That was the question. The question wasn't 81 million votes. It's
No.
a lawyer's
Steve-
move.
so
the question is,
I-
do you agree with Steve that
Steve
anyone
Bannon-
who doesn't agree that
Steve
Donald Trump
Bannon-
won the 2020 election should not be part of the MAGA movement, the Republican Party,
Yeah.
whatever? it is?
Anybody
Yes.
who believes, let's look at the 2020 election. Anybody who believes Joe Biden won 81 million votes, I don't think understands
You're
what's
saying the
going
81
on.
million votes thing. The 81 million votes, no, like you like. So if you won,
But
81,
that's what
if
the-
you
that's
won
what the
80
count was,
If you
right?
won 80.9 million votes,
Anybody who believes Joe Biden won 80.9
anyone
votes
who won,
doesn't
anyone who thinks,
understand.
anyone who thinks that Joe Biden is the legitimate elected president of the United States right now doesn't belong in the Republican Party.
Well,
Yes?
I believe Joe Biden's sitting in the White House. I don't know that he knows he's there, but he's sitting in the White House.
Oh, that's so
And
funny.
let me-
so
and-
let me ask
and
again.
Jay-
I'm asking,
and
again,
Jay-
you're not
and Jay,
answering the
let me
question. My
tell
name's
you.
not Jay, but I'm just asking the question. It is still the question I'm asking. I can't get an answer to. Is it the case that you believe that anybody who believes Joe Biden is the legitimately elected president of the United States right now is not welcome in the Republican Party? Yes or no?
Anybody who obviously any Republican who thinks Joe Biden is obviously he's sitting in the White House. Yes.
Is the legitimately
question-
elected president of the United States? I'll say it again.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. I'm
Hold
trying
my
to get
hands.
you to answer the question.
Hold my
No,
hands.
don't do this.
Let's
You're-
work through this.
I like how
you're
she
not answering
trolling
the
him.
question. I'm asking you a very simple, straightforward, factual question, and you're just refusing to address
Jay,
it. My name's not Jay.
let's-
My name's not Jay.
Jay.
And I will say again.
What do
I'll
you
say
need,
again,
Jay? What do you need to hear to feel okay with
I'm-
this?
I'm done.
Yeah.
What I need to do is
Already
you to answer the fucking question when you're asked a direct question.
Oh,
Just
you wanna
answer the
cuss.
question. It's a simple, factual question. Steve asked it, answered it. You
I-
can't answer it. You don't want to answer it?
I agree
It's
with.
just such a
I
tedious
agree.
move.
No,
It's
no,
like,
no.
answer the question.
May I, without you interrupting?
Yes, I love you.
And
If
he
you could
re-
actually answer the question.
Did you
it would
say
be
you love me?
amazing. It would be amazing. I said I would love you. I would love it if
Oh,
you
I
answered
thought you
the
said you
question.
love me.
Nah, that's
Because
not
you know
what I
what? You know what, John?
Go right ahead.
It's John, right?
Go ahead.
I don't hate you, and Tim, I don't hate you. But I love this country, and I know that we politically are on opposite sides, obviously.
Not really.
But anybody, I'm answering it, John. Anybody who believes that Joe.
Let me stop this one more time, guys. You see how these liberals get upset when certain people, and I'm gonna just say this: I wouldn't answer that question either. They want something to print, they want something to talk about, and she basically trolled them, you know. But a lot of liberals, when you present facts or you go against whatever they go through, just about every liberal who you have a debate with, they get upset. They pout. These are apparently 2 beta males that she debating right now. You know, childish. And then look how mad he got. He started cussing. Crazy, man.
Biden won 80.9 million votes, has not looked at the evidence. And so
I want to let you get out there and talk. I do have one follow-up
Yeah.
on this stuff because I think this is true. This is tedious, right?
listen.
This is tedious,
No,
right?
I want to
shouldn't-
say
if
something
you
to John
care-
because John walked off, and I hate that a journalist walks off.
After 8 times to get you to answer a very simple, direct question, you won't answer it. I'm done.
I did answer it.
You didn't. You still
I
haven't
did.
answered it.
John, I know that, I think, are we close to the same age?
No idea.
I think we're probably both middle-aged. I don't want to insult you if you're not. Okay. We grew up understanding what the Constitution was, okay? My dad was a history teacher, taught the U.S. government. He taught government and history. And our Constitution is hanging by a thread right now. I want you to have your First Amendment right. I want you to have your First Amendment right. But we're watching as our government
And
has
I'm
held
younger than them, and I
truth
understand
squads and
what the
misinformation
Constitution
commissions
means.
to stop us. If you're unaware of it, I'm sorry, the mainstream
No,
media
I
is
know
not
what you're
covering.
talking about. Go ahead.
I'm not okay with that. I want you to be able to talk whatever you guys say on the circus. I want to be able to have conservative students not being shamed on our
This is
universities.
like a golden age for conservative student speech. It's like it's the best time ever. If you're a conservative student, you want to talk. You have huge platforms. I went to watch you speak at Turning Point USA. All these kids have huge audiences that come to see them, and that's great. That's fine. They're all speaking. Their speech isn't under threat. There weren't any cops coming to shut down the Turning Point USA thing. But here's the thing. You say you care about the fentanyl crisis and our kids.
I care deeply.
Okay, right. So if you care so
How many
deeply about
people-
this, couldn't you actually do something about it if you stopped the bullshit about the last election? If you had just acknowledged that Trump had lost and acknowledged that you had lost, you'd probably be in good shape to do something. You probably would have won your governor's race had you just talked about things people cared about instead of the election fraud. So sometimes don't you ever think to yourself, I wish I could just stop talking about this fake thing that Donald Trump made me make up so that I could actually talk about the stuff that's important? Because we agree about fentanyl. I agree. I wish we could deal with that.
I talked about that all the time at the campaign trail. I'm sorry you weren't with me.
watched it.
I'm sorry you weren't with me every step of the way. The people of Arizona understand me, and they know me, and they care about me, and I care about them. And I care about them. And I care deeply about any mother, father, sister, brother, friend who lost somebody from fentanyl poisoning. It is tragic. We're losing, and I don't know how old you are. I told you once before I thought you dressed like you were 13. I was joking.
50 earlier. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings. I think.
We're losing. To be serious,
did intimidate me.
we are losing a young generation. I'm not okay with that. I don't know what these
I
young
agree with
people
that.
would have grown
I
up
agree
to
with
be.
that.
They might have grown
I
up.
think that you'd
They
be
might
in
have
much
grown up
better
to work
shape
with
if
you
you
and
just
John
talked
on
about
the
that.
circus. They might have grown up to watch Steve Bannon. But we're missing
not.
out. We're missing out on those lives, and we don't know what they would have accomplished. I want to bring people together. I always have. And I reject any notion that you think I'm extreme or right-wing. I am about bringing America together, period. My children, their lives, their future is at stake right now. And so I'm going to work really hard the next year. We're going to win a U.S. Senate seat, and we're going to get busy on securing our border, making sure that our streets are safe, taking people who are chronically homeless on the streets,
Freeing
getting
the
them
January
better,
6th prisoners?
getting
We
them
can
better,
do that.
freeing the people who are held political prisoners. Yeah, absolutely.
I think you're still a little extreme. That's okay though. It's good to
Okay.
see you again.
It's
We can
wonderful
keep
to see.
doing this.
That's right.
We
I'd
keep
love
doing
to.
This. We have some areas of agreement.
Love to.
We agree on the fentanyl thing.
And-
then you get into the other stuff. But the other
sorry,
stuff is
I'm
what
not
you have
making.
to do. The other
I'm
stuff's what
sorry,
you have to
I'm
do
not
to
making
win.
you happy.
The other stuff is what you, I don't know why you're
Listen.
touching me. The other stuff is what you have
I
to
know.
do to win. Is the thing. That's
Sorry,
the thing.
I'm a mom.
You have to
I'm
do-
sorry, I'm a
that's
mom.
okay. I like to touch too, but
yeah.
you know, in an interview setting, it's a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry that we don't agree on everything, but what I am not sorry about
Yeah,
is
okay,
that I
we
think
gotta
that
go.
I do believe that we can agree that we both love America.
We do. Well, I know that I love America. I do think that you were okay with Donald Trump trying to end the American experiment last time, so that makes me wonder how sincere your love is. But I
Okay.
do appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.
Good. Thank you for your time. No, I thought it's not going to make it on anyway, but that's fine.
Yeah. Also, you got. Also, look at
You
this.
did intimidate me into
You
changing.
said he was a 50-year-old man in his 50s who dressed like he was 13.
13.
Look now, look how he's all.
I'm
he's all
I'm
cleaned
just
himself
like
up.
I'm 19 and a half now, Kari.
I'm
just
curious.
updated it for you.
I'm curious about the pearl necklace.
Yeah, I like it. What do you think?
I don't know. I just
You know what?
I prefer stronger men. I prefer stronger
bet
men.
you-
Thank you guys.
Thanks, Kari.
Bye guys. I know the cameramen are actually conservatives, and you really literally can't stand what you have to record every day because.
I'm gonna stop the video right there, guys. But I mean, she destroyed this guy. You know, like in the interview, and the way she trolled him through the whole thing. You know, what's with the necklace? You know, she prefers stronger men. I agree. They both weak, man. You know, walking away from the interview, upset, want to curse. She didn't curse at them like not one time. You know, that just show you like these liberal beta males that when you don't agree with them, they get upset. They walk off. They pout like some little girls or something. You know, but that's the thing with the whole with literally every liberal that I've came across. I haven't seen any different. And another thing is that, you know, that Bozo and Bozo's friend line, that was hilarious. You know, like I said, she basically reversed everything that they was trying to do. But they are a circus, man. I think these guys are just clowns, you know, in my opinion. You know, and they just, you know, they left leaning. Don't even have to make sense on the political views. You know, it's all about clicks with them, in my opinion. But overall, it was a pretty, you know, like I said, she destroyed them. She covered all the points that she needed to in this interview, man. And I try not to make this video too long for you guys, man. You know, I just decided I was gonna react to it. I hope you guys liked the video. But anyway, if you guys like the video, man, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit that notification button so you guys will know every time I post a video. Help my channel grow. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and the sky's the limit right now. I'm a part-time YouTuber. I can't post videos every day, but I will post as frequent as I get a chance. I'm a working man just like you guys out there, man. And you know, I'm gonna keep grinding and keep working. But God bless everybody out there, man. I'm out. Peace.